ask that the Department of Justice to continue in their civil rights investigation against George Zimmer. We're here today to ask that civil rights charges be filed against George Zimmer. Yes. We recognize that Trayvon's civil rights was violated that night.
Yes. We can no longer allow our little black boys to be stalked, to be profiled, to be shot dead in the street over a Skittle and iced tea.
And so many leaders across the nation, as I said previously, the murder of Trayvon Martin was never a black or white issue. It was a right and wrong issue. Anytime a young child cannot go to the store to buy some Skittles and some iced tea, and then he's followed. He's raised profile. He's stalked. And then he's confronted. And then he's shot and murdered. That's wrong. That's murder. So we join today demanding justice, calling upon the Federal Justice Department.
There are those that are trying to make this about an individual vigilante and a black criminalized youth. But we say, in so doing, America is a vigilante and it's unjust law. And that's what needs to change. America needs to change from being a vigilante to a system of justice that treats all of its citizens with rights and justice and equality. And that's what we're here to demand, that America stops being the bully and the vigilante that it has been all its life.
Trayvon Martin had the same right that Medgar Evers had to pull up in his driveway to go home and greet his kids. Trayvon Martin has a right to justice. And what I want America to know, it took us 30 years, a generation, to get Byron Beckwith convicted. It took 30 years, but we did not stop. We fought hard, we were diligent, we were aggressive, and we kept that memory going. We promised, all of us promised, that if it takes another 30 years, Justice Department, we're not going to stop. We're going to make sure that Trayvon gets justice. We want it now. We want it now, but however long it takes, we're going to be there. Thank you. We're not going to wait. We're not going to wait.
Can you imagine what would have happened if Frederick Douglass had gotten cut down at an early age? There would not have been an abolitionist as strong as him. Could you imagine what would have happened if Putney Cullen and Granville T. Woods, the great inventor of all the refrigeration of America, had gotten cut down at an early age? Could you imagine what would have happened if Barack Obama had gotten cut down at an early age? He wouldn't have been the first black president. We've got to stop our children getting cut down at an early age.
How in the world does an adult track, stalk, and kill an unarmed child, and the verdict is not guilty? Only in America. Our foremother Fannie Lou Hamer taught us to question America. We question America. We're for a black youth. The sidewalk is a deadly weapon. Give me a break. What kind of country are we living in, people? We must change it. We must change it.
A lot of people ask me why I wear a t-shirt saying I am Trayvon Martin and I'm white. But let me say this to my white brothers and sisters. If we can walk down the street and a woman does not grab her purse as they walk by us, if we can put our hand for a taxi cab and the taxi cab always stops for us, if we can walk into a restaurant and never be asked to pay before we eat, if we can walk down any community with a hoodie on and a pair of jeans and no one asks for our freedom papers, if we have those rights and we do not fight for those same rights for others, our rights are worthless.
And all of us know what the verdict, the Zimmerman verdict means. It means that any of our children could be walking down the street and be hounded and be tracked and be killed simply because they are black or simply because they are brown. This is 21st century lynching, and we are not going to have it.
This is not a black thing. This is a humanity thing.